Hello and welcome. We barely entered 2024, but I'm sure most of us are excited about the new VR games that will launch this year. I, for one, can barely contain my desire to play them, so I decided to speak about the upcoming 10 games that are the most anticipated for me. Let's get started. Heartshot is a story-driven VR espionage thriller that impressed me not only with its visuals but also with the amazing combat in which you can take the weapons of your enemies in a very satisfying way and also perform a knife trick that is the power fantasy dream every man had at least once in his life. Depending on the playstyle, it might also satisfy some Captain America fans. For now, only the PC VR version was confirmed for the 29th of February, but judging from the description of the trailer, we can hope for a future release on other platforms. Into the Radious 2 is the sequel of a very appreciated VR game by the fans of a realistic apocalyptic survival game. Sadly, we don't have a trailer yet, but judging by the screenshots found on Steam, it seems that it will follow on the good points of the first game, with better graphics and the ability to play in co-op mode with up to 3 other friends if the solo experience is too scary for you. The launch was announced for the Quest and the PC VR platforms. The Burst, a story-driven shooter that attracted me with its parkour and Spider-Man-like movements that seem to fit perfectly with the fast-paced combat. The fact that you can also use your bike as a weapon is a welcome addition. The release date was announced to be the Q4 of 2024 for the PC and the Quest platform. Attack on Titan Unbreakable, an official game in the universe of the popular anime series with the same name. We will get to play as a member of the soldiers who need to fight against the huge monsters named Titans using an omnidirectional mobility gear, alone or with a friend. This will definitely challenge your VR legs, so I hope you have trained them well until now. We don't have an exact release date, but it should come until the end of the year for the Quest platform. Underdogs. If you ever dream of being a mech piloting gladiator, this game was made specially for you. The combat seems very fun from what I can see in the trailer, and we will be able to customize the mech to fit our playstyle. The launch is announced to be next week on January 25 for Quest, PCVR, and possibly PSVR 2 platforms. Wanderer Fragments of Fate. It's an adventure game that lets you experience in first person how it feels to be Doctor Who and travel through different periods of time. Aside from amazing graphics that it will have on the Quest 3, I was impressed by the different type of obstacles you will need to go through in order to reach your destination. It will come sometime in 2024 on Quest, PCVR and PSVR 2. Behemoth. It looks different from all the other VR games on this list, exuding a Souls-like dark atmosphere that will surely attract the ones who desire a more serious team story-driven game in VR. I'm excited to see how well they will make use of the grappling hook and the physics-based combat in order to create an amazing experience of fighting the behemoths, which I hope will offer us an enhanced perspective with their amazing size. The release is expected to be this year for the PC VR, PSVR 2 and Quest platforms. Arken Age. Is a VR action adventure game that impressed me with the cool looks of the boss monsters presented in the trailer. If the physics-based combat feels right, I can already see myself trying for hours to learn the pattern in order to win against them untouched. The launch was announced for PC VR and PSVR 2 sometime this year. Bootstrap Island, as a survival game, I think is the kind of experience we need more in VR. If they can manage to strike the balance between the tedious task and the thrill of improving your living condition and chances of survival, this game has the potential to become a representative of this genre in VR. The release is expected to be in the Q1 of 2024 for the PC VR platform.
And the darkness swarms with devils ready to claim my mortal soul. I write this letter with a humble plea, should you ever receive this. I want you to forget about me.
Stranger Things VR. Being a tentacle monster was my childhood dream even before being exposed to the dark side of anime. Because of that, this game was a must play from the moment I saw the trailer. Being in the position of the villain is a perspective that not many games dare to try, but if done right, it has the potential to offer some fun that otherwise would have been limited by the moral compass of the character or the player. The release was delayed until 2024, but we don't have any mention about the period. Right now, the only confirmed release is for the Quest platform, and it remains to be seen if it will come to PC VR and PSVR 2. As a bonus, I really can't wait for the Blade and Sorcery to finally get a story and a progression system. The game is amazing as it is, but having a defined purpose always makes me enjoy a game more. If you made it this far, my previous video, which appears now on the screen, might interest you as well. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.